Welcome back, listeners. This is the Hip Balls Podcast. I'm your host, Iman. David isn't with me this week, so we're calling this kind of a bonus episode. A little shorter one for you. No recommendations this week. We're just going pure news. Okay, it's a short one, so we're just gonna jump right into it. So I've been seeing a lot knocking around, mostly in like memes and comment sections. At first, it was just kind of memes, and I was like, okay, it's kind of a joke, but. Then I started reading the comments, in Reddit and other places, Imgur and things, and seeing like, some people are kind of seem to think this is real. So it's been going around that YouTube are removing the dislike button. They're not doing that. I mean, just come out straight out with it. But they're not doing that. What they did do was kind of just a dumb, as usual, YouTube just messing up their communications. I mean, this is just classic YouTube. They trying their best here. It's just their best, even for a multi-million-dollar company with thousands of employees. Apparently, it's just not good enough. I don't know. They can't seem to get a good idea over there. Like, can we just hire one creator just to sit somewhere, just sit in an office, and just every single change or thing that you want to do, just run it past them. Just walk past their office and go, hey guys, we're thinking about suggesting removing the dislike button. Are you going to do it? No, we're not actually going to do it. We're just going to suggest it. Then don't suggest it. Don't even mention it. Okay? If you're not planning on doing it because it's a dumb idea, don't even do it. Okay? Don't say anything. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So let me cut to it. So there is a channel run by YouTube staff called Creator Insider, and it's actually a really good channel. If you are a creator, definitely subscribe to it. They typically actually link the videos in the Creator Studio, which is quite good because it gives a bit more visibility and blah blah. But this week, one of the things we were talking about was dislike mobs. So a dislike mob is basically when thousands of people just go to a video just for the express purpose of disliking it. Because let's say, the channel has done something bad, they've angered people, pissed people off, who knows whatever. Bunch of people go to the video, give it dislikes, often or usually without even watching the video or not really even caring about the content or the creator or really what's happening. Just like, boom, I'm going to dislike it, whatever. That's called a dislike mob, according to YouTube. Now, obviously, that's a bad thing because, they actually had this issue on Steam. So Steam is like a gaming platform where you can buy games and stuff. And what would happen is when a developer made a choice that people didn't like let's say they added microtransactions to the game and nobody, everyone was really annoyed about this. The way they would voice their opinion is by going to that game's page and disliking it, downvoting it, saying it's bad game, whatever. The way that Steam combated this was they basically introduced a feature where you can see the recent ratio of likes and dislikes. So it's like, okay, this game's score is overall positive, but in the last 30 days, it's been vastly negative. So then, if you're a user that doesn't really know the background, you can go in and be like, okay, it seems as if, these guys have changed something in the last 30 days and it's really annoyed people. So, I'm more informed now. Instead of just, oh, this is a bad game, when, it's not a bad game, it's just they've made a mistake and this is people voicing their opinion. So it's not necessarily, I guess I'm changing what I said earlier. It's not necessarily like the worst thing because, again, it's just people voicing their opinion. Like, we don't like you, we don't like this channel, we don't like what you've done, something like that. And that's really the only outlet, is going and disliking, because you can't, where else are you going to vote? Like, write it on a message board somewhere. I don't like, Logan Paul, like, whatever. Now, the thing is, obviously, yeah, I agree that, on the other hand, that this stuff needs to be better controlled, because that's not really fair to the video or the creator if people are just coming in and not even watching the content, don't even know, they've just heard, right, you know what, we don't like so-and-so, let's go and let's go and do it for a meme or whatever. So YouTube were kind of, in this Creator Insider video, which will be linked in the description, they were kind of floating some ideas on ways that they might improve it. Now, these ideas, they expressly say, have been lightly discussed, and they were just sharing a very, very early conversation to get a bit of feedback, to just share a bit of their thinking. And now this comes from YouTube, like wanting to improve communication, because that's always been their biggest problem. They just seem incapable of speaking to the public or informing people about things. So this is them kind of trying a bit too hard to be a bit too open and give people some ideas of what they're early stage talking about. Now, so they give a few ideas in this. The first one was they say, we could... First option is to do nothing, leave it the way it is, and just say, hey, dislike mobs happen. They already have some stuff in place, probably some whatever, AI, machine learning stuff, and they'll likely improve that anyway. So leave it how it is. Okay, fine. They also said that there is an option in the video settings, if you ever upload a video, to hide the vote count. So you can hide upvotes and downvotes, or likes and dislikes. Now, it's on by default. The viewing the count is on by default, but you can change that yourself. So what they could do is they could make the default off, default hide the things. Again, pretty subtle, doesn't really do that much. Another option they gave was asking why people are disliking. So you click dislike and it says, why are you disliking this video? Is it because you don't like the creator, you don't like the video, this person's racist or whatever? The problem with that then is that people can't just go and hit dislike as much as they want, and as well, they mentioned it's very complicated to do and could potentially just get, difficult, because they've got to think about, what are going to be the options in the list there? How's it going to appear on the screen? How do you do it on mobile? How do you then display the results of that back to the creator? Because there could be loads of different options. There could be tons of different reasons why somebody dislikes a video. Plus, people just want to dislike. I don't want to give a reason. I just want to dislike. Get lost. I just want to dislike. So maybe not the best one. But then they come to another option is removing dislikes completely. Now, again, this is just, they say, very early conversation. And it's something that's been lightly discussed. So it's like, okay, but even if it's just been lightly discussed, why are you bringing it up? If it's just a random idea that's popped into someone's head one day, you don't need to go and tell everyone about it. It's obviously a dumb idea. And they even say that in the video. They say that's a very extreme option and it doesn't seem very democratic. Now, yeah, obviously, we all know that. You obviously know that as well. So why do you even bring it up? Just don't even say. Ugh, it annoys me. They're just clueless. And they still haven't followed up on it either, by the way. They haven't come out and said, guys, don't worry, we're not removing the dislike button. But there's literally, it's all over the place now. All these memes, everything, just YouTube's deleting the dislike button. And then you go in the comments and people are like, weird, I can still see the dislike button. What's up with that? How come? Anyway, so, they even call it out themselves and say this is a bad idea. The final idea is maybe even dumber. No, it's not even dumber. No, it's not dumber. But it's very dumb. It's the final idea was removing the dislike count, only showing the like count. Again, they say that just seems really dodgy and shady. But basically, what they're doing is, I guess, in a way, they're announcing this or speaking about this stuff, even though it's really early, just to gauge and just to get feedback. I guess the feedback from that is going to be, yeah, this is a dumb idea, and they'll go, oh yeah, obviously. It's painful watching them shoot themselves in the foot just every other week. Honestly, it's ridiculous. So anyway, it's a very short episode, but just wanted to cover that because it's really annoying. Thank you all for listening. David will be back next week for our episode number 48. Don't know what we're covering yet, but it's going to be good. Okay, next Tuesday, every Tuesday, 8 p.m., you can subscribe to us on iTunes Podcast on your iPhone. You can subscribe to us on Google Podcasts on your Android or any podcasting app. You can also subscribe to us on YouTube if you want, or SoundCloud. Links to everything will be in the description. Thank you all for listening. See ya.